What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. Today, we are bringing you a opposition preview of Manchester United versus Aston Villa at Old Trafford. I think it's on Sunday at
2 o'clock kickoff.
2 o'clock kickoff. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what time it is, what day it is. Villa are going to lose this game. This is what happens at Old Trafford. Mate, I don't like it's not, and honestly, it's nothing. I've said this a million times, nothing to do with form, nothing to do with how good or bad they are playing. Doesn't matter how good or bad we're playing. We will not win this game. So I'm setting that bar as low as possible to be really joyfully surprised when we do manage to get something. But even when we score a legitimate goal, it gets ruled out. And we cannot win this game. Gary, how are you feeling?
Just because we've only won 3 times in the Premier League era at Old Trafford.
It's like 40 years or something. We've won 3 times in 40 years. Like, why do people suddenly think, oh, but we'll win this one? Fuck off. Why are we going to win this one? Absolutely fucking not.
No, because, mate, in Unai we trust. He's going to, I think, Unai he's been gunning for this fixture. I think he's kind of like, right, after last season that we didn't get Champions League at Old Trafford, this is the one we're going to win. And we might not win another game for the rest of the season, but maybe we've got to believe, mate. We've got to believe.
We love breaking records, right? Obviously, last night we beat Lille, which is the first time, I think, in 9 tries that Villa have won away in France. It's the first time we've ever won away in European fixture in France. Now, I'm not counting Lille in 2024 because that was by penalties. In the 90 minutes, it's the first time we've won that game, won away in France.
And it was also Unai Emery's 100th victory as Villa manager, which is a massive, achievement for
crazy, isn't it?
What he's done in that short period of time.
Yeah, you'd think like he's been here 5, 6, 7 seasons like doing that. Yeah. But like he's been here. Is it 4th season? Isn't it? I think now
4th season, mate. Well, crazy. 3.5 because he's technically took over in the November of 2022. But I would. For me, he's probably one of Villa's best managers I've ever seen. If he can win a trophy this year, I think he'll be up there. I really do. So but we've got this game on Sunday, and it's going to be fucking massive. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're going to be bringing Chris MUFC Analysis in a second to talk about the game. But just to get our thoughts before we all get get the Man U bombarded, the Man U view. We don't want to be contaminated by that. What outside of all the curses, objectively, and to be fair, mate, even objectively, if you look at this one, this is one of the ones where it's one of the situations where we probably aren't. I don't think we're favourites for this one at all. Like
no.
Even if it was a neutral ground or whatever, not at Old Trafford, I still don't think we're favourites at all for this one.
Well, look, Man United at home, they're in a great run of form, right? They're well rested. We'll talk about this with Chris in a minute, but without European competition, that week between games, it gives them a real chance for Michael Carrick, to get in and train with them, but which he hasn't had.
Without anything, there's no domestic cup, there's no domestic cups, there's no European. No. It's literally just Premier League. That's all they need to think about.
Well, mate, but that's beneficial. That means they're in probably the strongest position. He's had a fantastic run of results. Look, they did lose to Newcastle against 10 men away, which was a massive result. So I'm hoping that new manager bounce is dwindling. We'll hope and we'll see. Look, as we've said, we are going into this game. We are not in a good run of form. Right? Even yesterday, the victory that we got against Lille was. It was, again, another average performance. I thought Lille were very poor. We did enough. They didn't really put a glove on us, really. We didn't have to work too hard. And we've managed to win the game. We need a second win. And I'm hoping that wonderful backside of John McGinn that crossed that white line yesterday is going to be the catalyst to drive us forward at Old Trafford. A man can dream, right?
That is the one. That is the one little hope I've got here. Is obviously we are coming off the back of a win. There's a little bit of kind of momentum or a little bit of belief there from that. And John McGinn just lifts the whole team. He lifts the whole team. He lifts the fan base. He lifts everything. And like you said, that ass is just like, it's basically like a 12th player.
Chef's kiss, mate. Chef's kiss.
Brilliant. One player 11 in one cheek, player 12 in the other cheek. The guy's two players in one. He's
mate. You could just imagine it. Just imagine.
Oh my God!
You would. I know you would, mate.
No, you're just taking that to a whole other level. Fucking hell. Right, let's just get Chris in. Jesus, let's move past that. All right, Chris, how are you doing, mate? After
that, John McGinn, the Kim Kardashian of football.
Yeah.
That, mate, he's the Kardashian of our group, mate, by a country mile. John, we've missed him. Oh dear, I know. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. We're going to be out celebrating. Isn't that right, Chris? Tonight is the launch party for Finalysis. So if you haven't already, go and check out the app. Go and download it. If you're a Man United fan, go and follow Chris. Go and like all his match reports and player ratings. If you're a Villa fan, come and do the same for me and James. We're both on there. James is sunning off to somewhere in this country and not coming to the...
Sunning.
Yeah,
I'm going to make it up on the East Coast. It's going to be windy and just like... Yeah, no, it's
fans. I'm a Birmingham-born Manchester United fan. So
yes, he is.
Yeah, basically,
he's one of your own. He's one of your own.
Absolutely.
Just a glory hunter, basically. That's all you are. Like that's just all you are.
I think after what I've endured for the last 15 years, I can no longer be called a glory hunter because I'm still here. I'm still working. Still got all the books, still got all the memorabilia, still got.
You never thought about just going back to your roots and supporting the real team. Didn't think about.
To be fair, my ideal scenario for this season: Manchester United 3rd, Aston Villa 4th. Aston Villa win the Europa. That would be brilliant for me. That's a perfect season.
Yeah, mate. I think Man United, where you've come from to where you are, is it's been a great turnaround. I think last time we spoke, Chris, we were 11 points ahead of you. Do you know what I mean? And so to be level on points with a better goal difference against us, as you got to give the flowers to Man United. Michael Carrick has absolutely turned it around. It's amazing what someone who knows the players can do to a squad, right? Whatever Amorim was trying to do at Old Trafford was just... I mean, to be fair, Chris, we'll give you your flowers, mate, because you were saying even back then, like, Amorim out. I think we had that discussion in December, right? You were like, get rid of him.
Yeah, I'm one of the few. I've been taking a battering from Man United fans saying, you don't know what you're on about, you're a plastic fan, armchair, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, just look at the evidence. He's got the lowest win rate. He's got the worst record. It took him 2 years to get, not 2 years, sorry, a year and a half to get like back-to-back wins where it took 2 games. So, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, what? Give me something to work with here.
Well, mate, this is it, right? So this just shows that the players are in control, right? This is what good managers do. They get these egos that kind of, are away in a world that we could never probably understand to focus and perform, right? Yeah. Week in, week out. And that comes down to personal relationships. It comes down to likability as a coach more than anything. You could be the greatest coach in the world, but if the players don't respect you and the players don't believe what you're shoveling, then you've got no chance. Ultimately, they can down tools and go, well, yeah, your system might work, but it ain't going to work if I don't make it work. Do you know what I mean? And I think Carrick he's old school, isn't he? He's been there, he's done that. He's got a little bit of Alex Ferguson knowledge about him, so he's going to take no shit from anyone. And ultimately, his man management's obviously good. He's proven that when he was at Middlesbrough. Look what he's doing at Middlesbrough before he came to you. Like he's gone and learned his trade in the lower leagues, which is a tough league. And you come down and you come back and look at the results. Look, I don't know whether that's going to peak off for you guys, but you've put yourselves in a very strong position to finish in the top 4 now with 9 games to go. So let's see what happens.
Well, I think Carrick's shown again. I think like everyone always talks about the modern day manager and the systems manager and that kind of thing. And I think he's just shown you don't necessarily, if you're in those kind of teams who have got good squads, like people talk about Man U spending a lot of money, and you have spent a hell of a lot of money and you spent it on a lot of shit in the past. But actually, right now, like Mbumo, you got Fernandez, you've got like Cunha, players like that who come in. Your team, your squad is actually like really good. So you don't need this like super rigid systems type manager, in my opinion, to get any kind of tune out of them. So just to give them some kind of belief and some kind of like rocket up their ass, which is basically what Carrick's done. You're seeing it deliver fruit, but like it's whether it's long term or whether he can do that. And what's your view on Carrick kind of long term? And do you think he could potentially be the fit that's going to take over?
You know what, Carrick's actually surprised me a bit. He's done better than what I thought he would have, because I didn't expect to go on like a 9-10 game unbeaten run before obviously Newcastle battered us. But I think he's shown a lot of tactical acumen. We're seeing that, unlike Amagrim. I don't even want to mention
Amagrim.
Yeah, let's back to him. I just think he's shown a different tactical acumen to even just change things mid-game. It's almost like he knows, oh, I'm actually meant to make substitutions. I'm actually make tactical adjustments during the game and not just sit there on my little Connect 4 board messing around. I've nothing like it in my life. I wanted to join him on Ludo King and just beat him and say, get back into the game.
Yeah. Get back and play Candy Crush, mate. What are you doing?
Yeah, they're doing this. I'm like, come on, man. Connect 4, got ya. Back in the game.
Yeah.
He's just a breath of fresh air. He knows when he was here last playing for us, I'm doing the wrong arm here.
Yeah.
He's worn this shirt, this actual shirt, the club. He knows he works under the best manager that we ever had at the club as well, Alex Ferguson. So he's brought a little bit of his kind of ethos into this team, but he's brought the new age, modern manager style of kind of being a little bit more amenable to the players, a little bit more arm around the shoulder. And it works. You can see the respect him, they like the trading, they look tactically like they know what they're doing now. Like, I don't go into games fearing and going, oh my gosh, what are we going to do today? The way now, I kind of sit there, even when we went, we go a goal down, I'm sitting there like, not cocky or arrogant, like, oh, we're going to put it back, but I'm comfortable and thinking, okay, we've got time to change this. Whereas last year, November, October, I'm thinking, yeah, that's the game done. I might as well turn it off now. So, yeah.
Mate, the roles are reversed because that's how we felt, wasn't it, James? In kind of November, December, we felt even if we win a goal down, we'd still win the game. We felt like the team knew what they were doing. They were playing, we had this energy about us. There was just magic moments that were happening in games, against you guys at Villa Park, like 2 magic moments from our boy Rodgers, right? And since then, mate, the fall off since January when we lost our midfield, and I'm not using that as an excuse because it's pointless. The players that are stepping up need to kind of be better, but we haven't been able to do that, and it's like now we look a little bit tired and we look a little bit leggy, and it's kind of the players aren't quite at the level that's required to get over the line, and it's a bit nerve-wracking. And like you say, you sit there and you go, I miss that having that mindset of going, it doesn't matter because I'm confident in the manager and I'm confident in the players that they're going to go out there and be able to turn it around, to kind of going, oh shit, I don't know how we're going to get through this because we haven't got anyone to come off the bench and change it. Emery's not making substitutions. When he was making substitutions, he's leaving it longer and longer. Go, we in the players that we could change. So I'm a little bit nervous going into this game because I think the roles are reversed for our teams. I think you're very much in the position we were in December, and you're hitting that form at the right time. And it pains me to say that, mate, because it's Man United, right? And I want to win this fixture more than anything, because after last season, when we chucked away Champions League football on the final day, and I know there was a dodgy refereeing decision, but we were awful that game. Now, and then we couldn't beat, as James said at the start, we couldn't beat that Man United team who were arguably the worst I've seen, mate, in Premier League history in that game last season. And we made you look like prime Barcelona. You could have been 4-0 up at half time. Then 10 red card from Martinez, and obviously the goal that wasn't given. But so it makes me nervous going into this one because, like I say, you're well rested. You've got a manager that's got the players motivated. You've got, for me, how Amarin left out Kobe Mainu is beyond me because, he's gone from a young lad that's kind of went to the Euros and mashed it up and looked like one of the world's best midfielders at 18 to not even being able to get in the squad. I mean, whatever that reason was, whatever personal reason that he didn't want Mainu in the team, that for me is a catalyst for you guys in that midfield because he's a phenomenal player. Like I was saying when he wasn't playing, go and fucking buy him, go and save him from the misery and get him to come and play for the Villa.
Yeah.
but that hasn't happened. What are your thoughts on that? The Mainu situation?
No, the Mainu one, I was going off on that. A lot of people were questioning his application in training. Then obviously when his brother came out and did that stupid stunt at Old Trafford, which I didn't co-sign whatsoever. I was like, that's ridiculous. You've done nothing to help your brother. You've almost given Amorim even more ammunition to kind of punish him, so to speak, and people would just allow it. But it was ridiculous. We almost lost one of our best academy products we've had probably in the last decade. And the thing is, he only wanted to go out on loan because he knew his chances from the summertime. So something I think's happened during pre-season and it bled into the season. But then Amorim was just, I don't know, saying he can't play alongside Bruno 1 minute, and then in the very next game he's taking off Casemiro, putting on Mainu with Bruno. So it just didn't make any sense. He was contradicting himself, and I'm like, mate, I thought you said they couldn't play together. Then he did it for 3 games. So it was just ridiculous. I actually think he misused him as well, because in Amorim's system he should have been in one of the 10 positions for me. Not necessarily saying above Mbeumo or Cunha, but in rotation, because I think he's better in that kind of role where he's close to goal, where he can block them little passes in and around and kind of do those little 1-2. So I think Mainu's abilities in that system would have been better served in one of the number 10s, not in one of the 8s. But I'm glad he's in. Kobbie Mainu's here. He's our version, I'm going to say it now, he's our Moussa Dembele of Manchester.
Okay.
Get the ball off him. He's got Velcro on his boots. Stick to him like Spider-Man on a wall. It's not coming.
He's checking them boots before he gets on. It's cheating.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get the Vaseline and everything, the Velcro.
How are you thinking about the rest of the season? I'm just looking at your fixtures here. It's quite interesting to look through the fixtures of us, your lot, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Liverpool seem to have what's considered one of the easier runs. There's no easy run in the Premier League, let's face it. We've got, I think, what's considered the easiest, even though we have Liverpool and City as the last 2 games of the season. But like Chelsea have got some really tough games. Obviously, you're playing them in April. Massive game that's going to be. Yeah. You've also got Liverpool shortly after that as well. But you've also got away days like Bournemouth, Sunderland, Brighton, who are like down there fighting it out. You've got Leeds as well after Bournemouth as well. So this is, it's not an easy running. It's definitely not like, I think Champions League isn't guaranteed for Man U, Villa, Liverpool, or Chelsea. I think all 4 of us are just like scrambling around to try and get this. Also, I don't know if you're aware, you probably aren't because you're not in Europe, but I don't know if you're aware that,
okay, Chris, that's why I didn't have him on last time. Absolutely mean.
Just gonna say, if all of the English teams drop out at this current stage, it's only the top 4 that get Champions League. It doesn't go to the top 5. So only one of the English teams needs to get through to the next stage of whatever competition they're in. But obviously, Chelsea fucked it against PSG, and they got
Man City,
Barcelona very difficult. Man City has screwed it. Arsenal are holding on. We're obviously 1-0 up in our leg. Forest are 1-0 down. Palace are 0-0. So it is very much on a knife edge with it. Regards
squeaky bum time, people. Squeaky bum time.
Let's hope you do us and yourselves a favour and open up another slot, because you look like probably the best chance at an English team getting through to the next round. To be fair,
look, I think that's all it takes. And if we can get through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, then I think that more or less guarantees that we get the 5th place Champions League spot. I mean, look, it's just so crucial for us anyway. Not so much for you guys, because you can just spend all the money you want.
You are in so much debt. It does not matter how much freaking money you lose or get. I mean, you don't lose money. You still get revenue every freaking season, even if you're 17th in the Premier League.
You're living off the 90s, right? You've got the global brand, which is something we all want and haven't got, and that's the difference. Your match day revenue is probably quadruple what Villa's is, and it's insane that the global reach. There's no disputing that Man United globally are a massive outlet and a superpower, which is why you can do what you can do. So it means more for us, because if we don't get Champions League this season, it's a long way up, and you look at losing players and potential manager there's all those ifs, buts, and maybes, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, this game is on Sunday is why it's so big, right? Because I've said this in the previous shows, Chris, that, for me now, business end of the season, 9 games to go, this is about who wants it the most. That's all it is, right? Because form kind of goes out the window a little bit. It's like you can see the finishing line. The goal is Champions League football, right? For all of us, that's what we want. And whoever wins, whoever wins this game on Sunday, I know it could obviously be a draw, and I'd take that. But whoever wins it has that kind of little buffer, right? It's 3 points away from the other 2 below you. It's kind of, the momentum starts to build. And like James said, there's no easy games, but momentum is key. And there's always, at this point in the season, if you look through Premier League history, you get a team at the bottom that goes on a mad run and kind of maybe escapes relegation. And you get a team in the top 6 that always kind of pushes on and reaches some form and kind of finishes strongly, right? Yeah. That pushes that. So it's going to be one of us, like us, you guys, Chelsea or Liverpool, that are going to do that. I'm worried about us because, like I say, we've looked really flat in the last 6 games, but hopefully with McGinn coming back, Tielemans should be back in the next couple of weeks. But we've got to hold on till then and just grind out the results. We've got West Ham and Forest after you guys, and those 2 games for us are huge. Right, so if we can get a draw on Sunday and win those 2, I think we'll put ourselves back in the driving seat. Do you know what I mean? And it's just looking at Chelsea's fixtures then, they've definitely got the hardest running. They've got to play you. They've got to play Newcastle. They've got to play Liverpool, all of which they could easily lose. But in turn, they could easily win. And that pushes them up. And it's going to be really exciting end to the season. So I'm excited. What are your thoughts on the running? What are you hoping for?
For me, it's not an easy one for us because, we've got Leeds. So that's the Roses derby. We've got Brighton, who have been whooping our ass for years. We've got Liverpool towards the end, and that's not far off. I think it's like within 2 weeks of the Chelsea game. So, that Chelsea game for us is integral, just as integral as this one against you guys. And then both of us have to do each other a favour and beat Liverpool. Yeah. So it's not an easy one for us either, Manchester United, and especially even though we've been getting results, apart from the Newcastle one, we've not been playing well. So we're not in performance form, we're in results form. Boom. So that's a bit of a concern for me. I think we'll possibly turn that around against you guys on Sunday because, as you said, at Old Trafford, what is it, 40 odd years, 3 wins at Old Trafford. But if I forget me, I'm just quoting the stats that James mentioned.
Mate, it's fine. Look, I've got them on my phone. Right, look at this long list, right, of fixtures, and it's just all Man United win. Man United. Look how long it goes down. It's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah. Go on to the second page as well.
Mate, I haven't. That list only goes down to 2002, 2003. So if we go back to the start of the Premier League era, I'd be here all fucking day. We'd be going. And I can't live that PTSD, mate.
I think that's one thing that gives me a bit of hope. Not for this game because I'm just convinced we're going to lose it. But like in general, is you've just been like scraping these wins, haven't you? Like literally last minute goals, dodgy penalty decisions, all these kind of things. It's literally just getting over just getting over the edge. And I feel like at some point that stops, right? Like, sure. I mean, that's kind of what's happened with us. We were getting these worldy goals. That was what's keeping us going. And at some point, stops, and it has stopped for us. So that's the only thing that's kind of like giving me a little bit of something. You were talking about doing a favour for you against Liverpool. Personally, I'm hoping the Champions League is sorted before those last 2 games. I'm hoping it's done.
Yeah, you need to be. Yeah.
Well, that's our aim, right? Because we've got an opportunity now to be in that position when we get to those last 2 games to be qualified for the Champions League by the time we play Liverpool and City.
And the pressure's also off then if we are still in the Europa League. The pressure's off on that being like our only way in, and we might then just go and win it. You know what I mean? It's like this kind of thing where.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Football
pressure. There's so much pressure at the minute. It's insane. That's why it was so nice playing Lille, right? It was just this kind of distraction, get away from this whole Chelsea, Liverpool, Man U, fucking like right on you and all this shit. It's like it's like stressful stuff. Lille game.
Well, the problem Villa have got is that we are very good at chasing something, but we're not very good at maintaining. Right. So. And Neil from Liverpool McGrath podcast mentioned this, and I completely agreed. And the fact he's absolutely right. When in the previous seasons that we finished in Europe, we've been chasing it. Do you know what I mean? We've been chasing 4th. We were chasing 7th, and chasing that 4th place again. Finished 5th, unfortunately, or 6th. Sorry, just outside the Champions League places. And now we're kind of in a position where we need to maintain it, and the pressure. This is what I talk about elite mentality with players, right? That if you've been in that scenario before, players often just step up to the plate. They know what they need to do to grind out results. They know what they need to do to get over the line. And although we've got a wealth of experience in our team, obviously missing the midfield three has been massive. And actually, we just haven't probably got enough to maintain it. So if we lose on Sunday, I'm not going to. Obviously, I'll be upset, but it's not the end. I'd rather be chasing you, and it gives us something to aim for, because I think we play better in that scenario. So that's what I'm looking for.
I thought that's what we were doing, right, when we were chasing Man City and Arsenal, and I suppose we were looking better. And then when that started to fall off, then you start looking over your shoulder, and that's when we start to struggle.
I think you might be done a favour if Arsenal do win this title, and I hope they don't. But oh my gosh, I can't. My phone is gonna. I'm just going to throw my phone in the bin.
I actually like the team. Like, I like the team as a whole, and I've liked the way it's kind of been done over the years, and they've been like pushing towards this and the way they play. But mate, the fans,
the kits, the team prior to this season, everything else is perfect with Arsenal. It's the fans.
Sorry, Arsenal fans.
I mean, other than
Arsenal fan, I've got to listen to that.
other than yourself, though, Man U fans are pretty bad as well. I'm not going to lie, but it's
we're all right. Look at the comments in the last video with me and Jen. We're all right.
James wasn't here for that one, mate.
We'll see on this one when I've been stirring that pot.
Yeah, no, we're all right. You know what? Some of us are a bit, like you kind of think we're better than everyone, kind of thing. Generally, we kind of have been over history, but right now we're not. We're begging. We're coming cup in hand to the Masters.
Please, sir,
can I have some more?
Look, I think it's fair to say, this is why I love doing the football stuff, because ultimately we're as fickle as fuck as football fans, aren't we? We all pretend that like we're the greatest fans on earth, and everyone else's fans are insufferable, right? I just think there's good and bad in everyone, right? But I have to say that Arsenal fans, and this is just my experience of them, like when we beat them at Villa Park, they were kind of like, it was every excuse under the sun. And loads of people in my comments going, you're not going to win you're never going to win the league. You're a crap side, and all this kind of stuff. And yet, and then when they beat us at the Emirates in December, like, mate, the level of abuse I got on social media, like you just go, wow. Right. Up until that point, I wanted Arsenal to win the league, and then from December the 30th, I was like, fucking no chance. I hope you fall off a cliff, right, and never win anything. Like Arteta, sacked in the summer, your club falls apart, the stadium collapses, right, just everything, like, just absolutely insufferable, mate.
It's all made.
Stadium collapses. Sounds like you're describing Old Trafford.
Yeah. It's all. If I'm honest, it's all worse from the whole Emery thing as well, right? The amount. About Emery is just unreal. Right. So obviously, Chris, we didn't have time for you to give us like your starting 11. So if you want to, you don't have to give us the whole team. Just tell us, are there any kind of main changes that you think are going to come in, and who are those main things that we need to watch out for in terms of with your team?
For me, I think, I can do the whole team. Yeah, I've had a little think. I think, of course, Lamans is going to be in goal. He's been consistent.
Just quickly on the Lamans thing. So what? Because obviously there was the whole Emi Martinez, and then Lamans was kind of bought. How has he been? I haven't actually tracked how he's been doing. I remember he started off a little bit ropey, if I remember right. Yeah. But how's he been doing? And do you feel like, because there's still rumours about Emi Martinez, but I don't think to Man U. I think Juve and stuff are like looking at him now. Do you think?
I wanted Martinez. Yeah, I think Martinez is like a Man United-esque player in like character. He's got that kind of It's like when we should have had Grealish at the end of the day. He was like the new age version of a Beckham type of character, and Anyway, I can't mention Grealish on here. I'll get stoned.
That's okay. We don't hate.
We like Grealish.
Yeah, wow. As much as you like Watkins.
Yeah.
Definitely like more than Watkins.
Yeah. That's what we're going to ask him. Grealish or Watkins? Which one?
I'm Watkins' biggest fan, mate.
6'7".
Oh, no. Yeah,
6'7". Oh gosh, no.
Mate, we're all too old for that shit. Right,
that's 2025 as well. We're so fucking past that
Yeah.
now. Surely.
I don't even know.
I
Sorry,
don't know.
Chris.
But
But Grealish all day long.
But Lamens, I think he's done well. I actually said on the app, I said at the moment I still think his trajectory is more like Carlo Cudicini for Chelsea as opposed to a Petr Cech. So my head was kind of looking at him thinking I still need to see a little bit more from him just to kind of see if he can reach that top level where you're talking like your Van der Sars and your Pepe Reinas and you know those type of Alisson types of keepers. But Carlo Cudicini isn't a bad kind of plateau to reach because he was very consistent for Chelsea. They just brought a world-class goalkeeper in, so anyone would have been kicked out of the team there. But if he can give us performances like your old Shea Givens and I don't know your Mark Schwartz, those kind of Premier League level strong keepers who are just consistent, then I can take that. I think right back will be Diogo Dalot, who I've been backing for the last couple of years, saying he's brilliant at right back, and every Man United fan has been at me, but they're seeing it now. What I said 2 years ago when he should have got player of the season over Bruno Fernandes, but he got robbed due to GA. But I think Dalot at right back is absolutely goals and assists. I just can't take that. That's always put as the primary focus. There's more nuance to games, but anyway, I'll get into that. But Dalot right back, Lenny Yoro probably is going to take the right centre back role, which worries me a little bit because if you remember, he's the guy that got beat by Rodgers twice in the last game. So I'm a little bit worried that he needs to just, with Yoro, he's good, he's great, he's developing, but his awareness isn't fully there, his positional sense, which usually comes in the back end or middle to back end of a defender's kind of career, unless they're a John Terry at 23 for Chelsea. They're that kind of, esque of a player. Obviously, Harry Maguire, good old Harry Maguire, who I'd admit I wanted him out the club, as I said last time, but he's proven that he can be a good kind of
striker.
Player. Pardon?
Good striker.
You said he can be a good, and I said striker.
Yeah, well, give him a penalty. Give him a penalty. He'll show you exactly what he can do. I'd actually say some of the penalties we've had, I've said, Maguire, get him there, because I've seen they've not practiced for Maguire. I think we're saving him for like cup finals if we ever reach any. Not that we will this season, but that's another story. Luke Shaw, who I don't know what's going on with him, man, because I'm not a big fan of Luke Shaw anyway. I've wanted him gone for years. But he looks like he will probably start. If he doesn't, it'll be Dalot at left back, Mazraoui at right back, because Mazraoui's been doing great. But I think he's going to go with Luke Shaw.
Me and my father-in-law always joke about the fact that Luke Shaw just looks all kinds of wrong proportionally. Like he literally looks like some kind of little T-Rex running around like this. He's like, why is his arms so short compared to the rest of his body? It makes no sense.
Like Pickford, isn't it? One of Pickford, man. T-Rex arms. Jurassic Park 7, yeah. And then midfield, I think this is where we're going to win the game. I think between World Casemiro, come on, let's get the nicknames out there. World Casemiro, Manu Dembele, and Bruno Fernandes. Who I don't like inherently as a player, but they're playing well at the moment. So I think that trio is going to be able to take advantage of the woes that you've got in midfield at the moment, especially at Old Trafford. And then up top, I think that's going to be where the biggest difference is between what I would choose versus what Carrick will go with. I think Carrick will possibly keep Amad Diallo on the bench and go with Cunha on the left, Sesko up top, and Mbeumo on the wide right. I would actually take Mbeumo out due to form, and I'd put Amad Diallo in, because I don't think, even though Mbeumo's gotten goals, his performances have dipped, and I think I noticed that from when him and Amad have come back from AFCON. And it was a concern at the time that they're going to be a bit tired, jet lagged, so they went straight from the Prem, straight into that, straight back in within the next week. So, and also Diallo, I think, offers something that no other player offers at the club, which he's the strongest presser of the ball. And I think his interceptions are key. So I think Amad Diallo needs to play, because I think he will cause a lot more disruption in your defence than what Mbeumo does. Again, Cunha on the left. If you remember last time, I predicted before the game, I said Cunha is going to expose a Matty Cash error and get a goal. And look what happened. And you can go back and watch the video. I said exactly that. And so it was said, so it was written, so it shall be done.
I think he probably
So bring Matty Cash back at right back again, please.
I think he's out.
Is he out?
Well, he's got a slight cough. He may be back for this game. He didn't travel to France. I think he might be back, mate.
Please.
But either way, if we swap out Cash for Bogard, it's going to be
not great reading, yeah. And I think with Sesko, just to touch on that, I think there was a good chance Sesko had in the first game when it was 0-0 and he missed it.
Yes.
I think that Sesko misses it. I think this current form Sesko probably puts that away. So I think when we're talking about form and consistency at the moment, I think the biggest change will be in him for this game compared to last time. And I think he'll want to put that right, because I think that will be on his mind, thinking if I had scored that goal, maybe we could have come away with a win there, and we'd be talking that we'd be 6 points ahead of Chelsea and Liverpool. So, I think we're in good stead to kind of win the game. But that would be my starting 11, with the only change, I think Carrick might start in Bumo on the right instead of Ahmad.
Yeah,
good one.
Gary, we'll get on to yours now. So we've actually got a visual for yours here.
Yeah, I'll get to this quickly. Obviously, Martinez in goal is a no-brainer. Then you've got Maatsen left back with that pace. I think Torres will probably start and keep his place. I thought he had a good game against Lille. Obviously, his lack of pace is a problem. I mentioned this in the last video to Chris about it being if you turn him towards our goal, and with the pace of Mbrimo or whoever, Dallo, whoever plays attacking him could be, have some joy. Konza is a no-brainer, and then it's whether Cash is back fit, but that'll be Bogard. That worries me because, again, I was going to bring up Chris's prediction from the last game, and he was absolutely right. Cash did make a mistake, but Bogard was even worse against pace. Like against Chelsea, Bogard had an absolute mare. He came on at half time for Cash, and he got absolutely rinsed by Garnacho.
He had no cover.
He had no cover. And I get it, but he was out of position, mate, and he was just being dragged all over the place. So, which brings me to the pivot, McGinn. I think he came on with 15 minutes to go yesterday. I'm hoping he'll start. I don't think this is his favoured position, but I think Dougie has not been good enough.
Who did he come on for yesterday? I missed it.
Dougie. He came on for Dougie yesterday. He was for Louise. So I think just because what I noticed when he came on yesterday was that Onana for the last 15 minutes yesterday looked amazing. Like, he had an okay game, but his confidence just seemed to grow as soon as McGinn stepped onto the pitch. He was more confident on the ball. He was just holding it up and taking it round people and playing little passes. And I was like, where's that player been for the last 5-6 games? Because I haven't seen it. And so if he turns up, like, Onana's an absolute beast. He is. And he should be bossing midfields. But I think, Chris, you're absolutely right in terms of that midfield three of yours is a worry for me compared to where ours is, and like Buendia, again, I think he needs just taking out the firing line a little bit, because he's such a great impact player and has had magical moments this season. But I'd love to see Barkley given a start. He's had a rest, right, because he couldn't play in Europe, but he's fit. I'd love to see him play in the 10. I think he's got a lot of quality that isn't recognised. He's a good footballer, technically very gifted, and we need someone who can kind of pick the ball up in midfield and play it through the lines to try and bring in Rodgers and hopefully my boy Sancho coming back to Old Trafford to tear it up.
Can he play?
Sancho, I don't know, probably not. But
he's on loan, isn't he? So he's on loan, so I assume he can't.
Yeah, I made a fuck up there. If anything, then I would.
I'd look in on the right. I think he will.
Well, mate, I'd bring Alisson in. I know he probably.
Yeah, I just don't think he will.
He won't. But
I don't see it.
No, he won't, but he should. Right? I think we have to go and try and win the game, because we like I say, the way we get on at Old Trafford, we don't win, do we? And then obviously the big one is Tammy up top. Has to be Tammy up top. Has to be, but it won't be because Watkins scored yesterday. But I'd love to see Tammy's energy against your back four, Chris. Because I think Watkins, like I say, as much as he keeps going, I'm not seeing the runs that he's made to stretch defenders in the last 4 or 6 games. He's been very, very poor in in decision making, in movement. He's got frustrated when he hasn't got the ball. You know, there's been moments like in the first opening half an hour against Chelsea, he was chasing everything down, but then there was a couple of times he didn't get the ball and he kind of just gave up. Yesterday against Lille, he didn't have a bad game. Like, he did okay, but like, again, in the key moments where I think for us, if we're going to get anything from this game, will be like 1 or 2 chances that we create, and we've got to be clinical. And I just worry that Watkins won't be. So I'd just love to see Tammy given a chance to kind of prove what he can do at Old Trafford, and see if we can make something happen. But, you know, in Unai Emery we trust, and I've got a feeling he'll stick to the same old, and it will be Douglas Luiz in the middle, probably McGinn out in the right, and Watkins up top. In which case, I think we'll struggle.
Yeah, they'll probably have Wendy in that number 10 as well.
In that holding, yeah.
Right, so now on to our predictions. What I'm going to do is, Chris, I'm going to have to mute you every now and then because I'm getting a lot of echo back. So I'll just keep muting you. Right, so, hands. Okay, this is something that we often have issues with. So you've got your home team, which should be on the left, which is Man U, and then Villa, which is on the other side. Now for you, you're seeing it, Chris, the other way. So it's the other way. Yeah. Yes.
That's Man United. Yeah.
That's
Villa. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is Man United. This is Villa.
Not for you, mate.
No, Man United, Villa.
Yeah.
I'm mirrored.
Yeah.
There we go. Man United, Villa. There we go.
Okay. We ready? Gary, me and you first, Gary.
Yeah.
Okay. Heart or head? Heart or head? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yeah. 1-1. Please, 1-1.
Please. Anything. I'd love a point. I'd love a point. I was going to do that, but I was like, no, it's a Villa podcast. I'm going for 1-1. Do you have a hot take, Gaz?
Yeah, McGinn to come back and score and win 1-0. That's my heart. And watch him run towards the Stretford end, sliding on his knees, and leaving bum prints on the pitch and walking off, going, job done.
Imagine that just dropped. Just this aspirin.
That's my heart. I can't bet against us, so I've gone 1-1 for a draw. But ultimately, I am inclined to go with James. I don't think we're going to win this game. I'm a little bit nervous because I think that our form is just not good enough. And I think when it comes to it, Man United are going to want it more for what it means, like for that Champions League spot, to go ahead of us from where you were. And I think you'll be at home, the crowd behind you, plus our record. So our point would be a magnificent result. A dream heart result would be McGinn scoring the winner, like a Courtney Hawes moment where we win 1-0 and we just, smash and grab. But yeah, I fear that we'll lose this game. Doesn't mean that I think our season's I think we can go on and then probably start chasing you and still finish in the top 4. But I just think it's a big ask for travelling from Europe as well on Thursday to trying to get everyone up for this game. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult one.
Well, Lille's not too bad. I mean, I'm guessing they flew, but Eurostar, the first stuff, like 40 minutes. Anyway, right. Chris, what are you thinking? Remember, home, away.
Man United?
Yeah.
And
you go for 5. 5-5. Yeah.
No, I'm doing a bad job at confirming which. Right.
Super, mate.
First, Villa.
Oh, he's having us to score. I'll take that.
3. Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair play.
He won't go for a 2. He ain't going that.
No, I considered a 2, and then I thought, nah, something's leading me to 3. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So leading to 3. I think Man United probably 2-0 up, Villa pull 1 back, and then we get another 1.
Yeah. I'm surprised if it's like Chelsea, where we get an early goal and then you just run all over us, but we shall see. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming on. Brilliant always to have you. Great to meet you for the first time myself. Obviously, Gary's done it previously with you. Obviously, guys, enjoy that party. I'm very gutted that I can't make it. But yes, do enjoy.
Yeah, Chris, I'm looking forward to it, mate. we'll
Yeah,
definitely
whenever
catch
James,
up.
get a picture and we'll send you, James.
Mate, we'll send you a free bar picture, mate, where we're just kind of lean up against it, kind of like, look at all these free drinks.
And I'll just send you a photo of me, like, I don't know, cleaning up Henry's poo or something, whatever.
Yeah, mate, I'd like a picture of you in an anorak with it pissing down on you. That'd be great.
Right.
So if you could get like a little yellow anorak just stood outside in the rain, that'd be amazing while we're kind of sipping free beer.
Okay.
That'd be all right.
Yeah, I'm all right. Brilliant. Right, guys, final thoughts and then sing us out, mate.
Yeah, look, final thoughts. This is a tough game. I think if we can get a point, I'll be over the moon. It's this. Chris, you mentioned it halfway through the show. This is about results, performances now, not performance, not kind of performance mode. It's about just can we get a result to push on, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm buzzing about this evening. I can't believe I just said to my wife this morning, how is it like just over a year after starting this podcast, I'm travelling to London to meet Michael McIntyre and fucking talk. Like it's mad. Like it's fucking mad. Like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Know what we're talking about. They're trusting us to go on national TV. Like James is going on Sky. Chris is, I thought Craig from the Chelsea fan was bad for being on Sky Performance. So this guy's got fucking residency on Sky Sports, mate. Every time I turn it on, Chris is on the TV. I'm like, I know him. So, mate, I might get you to shine my shirt tonight and go, I met Chris from Sky Sports. What a legend. Right. So that's my final thoughts. It's been a pleasure doing the show, guys. I'm nervous about the game on Sunday, but this whole journey's been epic, mate. So I'm looking forward to the weekend, whatever it may bring. And join me live on Sunday. James won't be there, but we're doing a watch along for the Man United game live on TikTok. So come and say hi if you want to. Chris, come and rub it in by all means. If you do beat us 3-1, I expect the kind of abuse to flow, and that's all good. It's all about the banter. So enjoy the game, Chris. I'll see you later, mate, in London. James, enjoy your holiday, and as always, every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. Peace, people.